Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4. The greatest takeover in the history of NXT takeovers? I'm leaning toward that. 5 matches. The lowest star rating that I gave a match was 4.25. It's just unbelievable how these NXT takeovers just keep getting better and better. I recently did the best of NXT takeover. You can check that out right here on Robert Sports Show. 3 of these matches would make the men's top 10 match of NXT all time. 3 would be on that list right now. The women's match would be on that list right now. This might be the greatest women's title match since Sasha and Bayley. We're going to run down the card. We're going to run down winners and losers, match quality, just to see how great this show was, top to bottom. First match, NXT Tag Team titles on the line. The Undisputed Era defending the titles versus Mustache, Moutain, and Tyler Bate, Trent 7. If you've seen the feud that these guys have had, these two teams, this is their 3rd match. They had one in Liverpool. I think it was London, Liverpool. Over there, they're in the UK special, where Mustache Mountain won the tag titles. That match was freaking phenomenal. It was 4.5 plus. They had a rematch at Full Sail, which there was a title change there, where Undisputed Era regained the tag titles, which made Kyle O'Reilly a 2-time. The Undisputed Era is 2-time champions. O'Reilly held it twice, and then Fish had it the first time, and Strong had it this time. This is the rubber match of that 3-match series. Did not disappoint. You had the drama from, if we remember, in Full Sail when they had the submission on, where O'Reilly had the submission on Trent 7 and his knee, and how Tyler Bate threw in the towel and felt bad for it, but looking out for his mentor and his best friend. They did the same kind of angle here, which I thought was cool the way they pulled it off, because they had reversed. They had Strong had the submission on Tyler Bate. Trent 7 went and got the towel, was standing on the ringside holding the towel like he was going to throw it in to protect. And Tyler was like, no, don't do it. Finally, Trent throws the towel in the crowd, and the big strong boy, Tyler Bate, gets out of that move, and he really legit thought that Mustache Mountain was winning this. Undisputed Era ended up retaining. I gave it a 4.25. The only reason I gave it 4.25, when I look at between 4 and 3/4, when I look between 4 and 3/4 and 5, the cutoff for that is anything that's this good, that's over 20 minutes, I would go 5. Under 20 minutes, I'm going 4 and 3. This match was 18. So they kind of go with one of the things I do when I do rate these matches. I went with 4 3/4. Easily could have been a 5-star match. There's going to be a lot of people that says 5-star match. It was that good. Undisputed Era retaining, you're like, oh my god. Undisputed Era shocked the system. We're starting the night off hot. So that's just a 5-star match basically to start the night off. I give it 4 3/4 officially. Next match, we had the Velveteen Dream versus EC3. In my preview, I said Undisputed Era was going to win. They did. I covered that one. Velveteen and EC3. Velveteen Dream, if you've never seen him wrestle, you need to check him out. He is a very talented young man in the ring. The gimmick's stupid, but one of his biggest things, his biggest feud was with Aleister Black, and it was always, I want you to say my name. Well, not everyone's saying Velveteen Dream. He's playing off of it good. The EC3, we all know how good EC3 is when he was in TNA Impact. He was a legit champion. He comes back to NXT. He's going to get shot straight to the moon. Really hasn't yet. He's had some fantastic matches. Dream has had some terrific matches. This is one of Velveteen Dream's best matches. 15 minutes long. I give it 4.5. That's how good it was. Velveteen getting the win, which was awesome. So yeah, definitely great match here. 4.5. So Velveteen getting the win over EC3. Next, we had the North American title line. We had King Ricochet versus the North American champion, the one and only Adam Cole, baby. Really not expecting. I was expecting this match to deliver, and it did. One thing, if you look at Ricochet, he's got the amazing entrance and the amazing in-ring ability. A lot of times, if you notice, entrances don't match the ring savvy. They may have this glorious entrance, but they're not that great in the ring, or Plano entrance, and they're just so freaking awesome in the ring, it's not even funny. He has this kind of more of a little bit elaborate of a entrance, but it's also matches as his ring ability. They were using the freaking right outside the ring there, and they were using everything. I mean, Ricochet flying through the air. It was a freaking amazing match. I was shocked when Ricochet won. Ricochet is our NXT North American champion. But the match, I give it 4.5. I mean, it's just like, this is the third match in. I'm going, oh my God. We've had 3 15-minute matches plus 4.5, 4.5, 4 3/4. It's like, oh my God. And there's still an amazing women's match to come. And Ciampa and Gargano, they're going to kill each other. The NXT Women's title on the line next. Champion Shayna Baszler versus Kaire, Sane, the Million Classic winner. I was expecting the Million Classic finals here. We've seen a side of Kaire, Sane that we haven't seen in WWE NXT yet. It made her that much better. When Shayna's been saying on these promos, you don't have the killer instinct, you don't have this, you're too meek, basically. Kaire Sane came out and said, no, I'm not. Fuck you, I want to beat you in the fucking face. And she did that. She took it to Shayna Baszler. This match only lasted 13 minutes, which for a women's match, that's been a normal time, good time. I mean, I would like to go longer, but we'll see, you know, as the women build up this women's revolution that's happened a few years back. You're starting to see the Kaire Sanes, the Shayna Baszlers, you know, the 4 horsewomen at WWE, you know, Charlotte and all them. You're starting to see around the world the Kaylee Ray, the Millie McKenzie and all them start having longer matches. So yeah, 13 minutes I was good with. It was 13 minutes of fury. It was equal to Charlotte, Asuka, and Mania, if not a little bit better. My ratings, I give it equal. Kaire Sane, she took it to Shayna Baszler. But you know, Shayna had her spot where she had the submission holds, where she should, you know, how great she is. But at the end of the day, Kaire Sane came out victorious, new NXT Women's Champion. I gave it 4.25. If this is the worst match on a card, wait till we get to SummerSlam. There's some shit. But yeah, definitely this match delivered in all aspects it should. Kaire Sane getting the victory. They did show the 4 horsewomen with Ronda Rousey in the crowd before this match started, which was wasn't expected. As we all know, Jasmine Duke and Rhea Schaefer are in NXT Developmental. They are in the classified as a performance center recruits, so hopefully they'll be on NXT television soon. I would actually look at Shayna eventually getting moved up. I could definitely see them, if they do end up adding a women's tag division, it's having Shayna on Raw and teaming with Ronda. Definitely could see that, which that would be a very intriguing tag team. We did see the newest NXT signing in the crowd. King of Bros, Matt Riddle, officially signed with NXT, was in the crowd like they always like to do. So that's pretty cool to see him kind of his debut with NXT in the crowd. It should be on the weekly show soon. So that's going to be awesome to see. Kind of see Keith Lee and Matt Riddle reassume their feud from the Evolve days. So pretty neat to see anytime a new guy comes in like that and the way they bring him in. WWE can take a lot of lessons from NXT. Next, we have the NXT title on the line. Last man standing, Johnny Gargano. Went after Tommoso Ciampa's NXT title. Oh my god. Just the spots in this fucking goddamn. One point in time, Ciampa set up not just a table, but turned the table upside down and sat on top of that table. And you thought, okay, who the hell? Ciampa took that table spot. There was an announced table spot, like a pile driver, not really a pile driver, kind of a, I don't know all the name of the fucking moves. Put them on his oven, it's like boom, down. Yeah. Slam, whatever the hell you want to call it. And Ciampa through the fucking, through the announce table. Or Ciampa did Gargano through the announce table. And Gargano got up from it. It's like, okay, this match is going to be crazy as fuck. Oh, that match was crazy as fuck. Just spot after spot after spot. You know, 30 minutes of just two guys telling a story and going, you know what? We were best friends. I can't fucking stand you right now. So I'm going to kick your ass because of this. You knew after the unsanctioned match in New Orleans. Excuse me. The unsanctioned match in New Orleans. The street fight at Chicago. Now we have a last man standing. The story continued. How much Gargano, because Ciampa has changed him as a person. You can just tell that this nice, fun-loving Johnny Gargano is kind of like the John Cena of NXT. And when he wrestles someone like when John Cena wrestled Kevin Owens, and Kevin brought out the, or whoever John was wrestling, to bring out the inner John, the John, I'm going to have to hurt you to beat you, and I don't want to do this because I'm a nice guy. And that's what Ciampa has brought out of Gargano. And you knew that someone was going to, last man standing, and someone's going to do something with, you know, like handcuffs or tying your opponent up. Which Gargano did. He handcuffed Ciampa to the freaking entrance. And you're like, I mean, he's just beating the fucking tar out of him with a chair. And there was one spot where freaking Ciampa took a fucking chair to the face. It's like, okay, guys, you're going to fucking legit kill each other here. Yeah, the last little part, you're like, where the hell are they going? They go up to the stage. Gargano has the handcuffs. He handcuffs Ciampa to the stage, like the entrance area. And we're like, okay, how's this going to turn out? What's the end result here? How does this end this feud? Last man standing. Okay, do you knock Ciampa out and he don't get up? That's what I was expecting to happen. Well, he's beating him with a chair, just kicking his fucking ass because he's tied up. Gargano does this freaking high knee thing to freaking Gargano. He fucking nailed. Not only did he nail it, freaking just dropped Gargano like a bag of potatoes. Like a bag of potatoes. He went flying off the stage, Gargano did, hit his knee on some freaking equipment sitting there, and just falls to the floor. And you could legit tell he fucked his knee up, because he's grabbing his knee and it's like rolling around on the floor. Well, the referee's counting at this time. Well, on the stage where Ciampa was, he's laying on the stage here, there's an area right down here. So Ciampa's laying right here, all you gotta do is just stand up. Well, because I didn't even really notice that at first, and then I'm like, okay, Gargano's got to get up, Ciampa's not getting up. Oh God, tell me they don't end this in double count out. That would be so fucking dumb in this, have his feud go down this way. And then you just see Ciampa roll his legs over, his feet hit the floor, he kind of stood up a little bit, the referee goes 10, points at Ciampa, and Ciampa just drops. You're like, okay then. And legit, even before the show goes off the air, Mauro Ranallo announced that Gargano dislocated his knee. So dude, not only trying to freaking take out Ciampa, takes himself out of action. So then my first thought is, okay, dislocated knee, he's going to be out for a little while. Oh my God, did they let Ciampa get a title run? And then, this is August, so either at War Games or at Phoenix next year in January, do they resume this freaking feud? Does he come back out and attack Ciampa? It's like, oh my God, we're starting this over again next year? Because that's what happened here. They were tag partners. Ciampa turned on him. Ciampa was out for 6 months with a knee injury. came back and they started this feud. So yeah, 30 minutes, Tommoso, Ciampa, Gargano, last man standing. Johnny Gargano, unable to make the 10 count. Tommoso Ciampa was the last man standing, retained his NXT title. 30 minute, I gave it 5-star. This is the second of their 5. Of the 3 matches, 2 have been 5, 1's been 4 3/4. I mean, they tell that good a story. They're that great a wrestler. You know, I said in the Pulse Dungeon during SummerSlam, who's the best wrestler in the world right now, Johnny Gargano. And Jarvis from Dead Pulse Theory was like, oh no, it's Tommoso Ciampa. I'm like, hey, you might have a fucking point there. He may not be the most technical sound wrestler in the world, but he can wrestle to the level of his opponent. True. So, I mean, is it the best 2 wrestlers in the world right now? Ciampa 1A, Gargano 1B. And then number 2, Omega. Just throwing it out there. But yeah, great matches. If you've not seen NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, check it out. It's worth the fucking watch. 2 hours and 38 minutes, 5 4 1/4-star matches plus. Each match getting over 15 minutes, except the women's get 13. 2 matches over 15, 1 over 30, 1 at 30. How else do you? I mean, bam. 5 matches, 2 hours and 38 minutes. Your crowd's into it the whole time. Your crowd's not gassed, you know, an hour in the show because they sit there for a 2-hour pre-show. So this is how you freaking run a pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that's going to wrap up NXT TakeOver 4 review. As always, thanks for watching Rubber Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Rubber Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.